Can you throw more light into, how life coaching impacts the workplace, dynamics? Work-life balance is something which everyone is uh, looking forward to. The organizations, on the other hand, also are widely saying we provide the work-life balance, but somewhere there is something that happens, and as you rightly said, people get into different kind of issues like heart attacks, or things like that. So if you can give some more experience, since you yourself have been in the corporate, and you have dealt with many corporate trainings. So can you throw us more light, on this side of experience?
Absolutely. So stress at work does not stay at work. It comes home along with you, right? So this is a kind of a ripple effect that's causing from workplace to home. So when as a woman, when we come home and we are stressed, our behavior changes, the way we speak changes. And then when we have children, the way we talk to children changes, right? And this is when it really plays a huge role. And conscious parenting is the need of the hour, the reason why we see many youngsters or young children again having illnesses, or they're not like the previous in the 90s world, where, right, they're not actually having a good relationship with the parents or the peers, and a lot of mental health issues is caused only because of stress. And the parenting, the need for right parenting or the conscious parenting is the need for the hour. And Dr. Bruce highly advocates conscious parenting. So what happens in the corporate world, or even in anybody's day-to-day life, when women are in chronic stress, especially women who are working, they undergo chronic stress during the pregnancy. And this is when the children are born, we see a lot of autism and also ADHD increasing now, is purely because of that. So this is an awareness that needs to be, shared with everyone, especially working women. So stress is actually a killer. The reason why people are dying, or they're impacted or affected by various diseases, is because of stress. When stress attacks our body, we have 50 trillion cells in our body. Each and every cell has consciousness, and every cell listening to our thoughts in our mind. Right? When every thought we are every thought that we are thinking, that there's a chemistry that's happening inside our body in every cell. So biologically, neurologically, chemically, and physiologically. So when there is a chemistry that is happening inside our body changes according to what we are thinking. If we are in an elated state, if we are happy, we tend to expand. Whereas when we are under stress, we tend to contract, right? And when the immune system goes down, we tend to attract all sorts of illnesses. And also, what happens is, HeartMath Institute has actually done a research that's called a field of energy. Lynn McGard, who's also my mentor, she's again a New York best-time seller. All her books are, and there's the intention experiment. The field. The field is nothing but the energy that is surrounding us, because every thought you're thinking is vibrating in the universe, and the kind of feeling you have in your heart is actually drawing the event into your life. So when you have a feeling, many people ask me, how come people see, if you see, when I, for example, if I go home very stressed from work, and my family does not need to even, I don't even have to say a single word to my family. By looking at me, they know that I'm under stress. How does this happen? So heart has there's an electromagnetic field around the body. We are nothing but electromagnetic beings, and the heart has a huge electromagnetic field around it. So whatever feeling we're having inside is actually vibrating. So the person around us, when we come together, so the field around each of us actually overlaps. So when I have a feeling of anger, frustration, either jealousy or greed, the next person tend to receive that signal. So this is how the thoughts are vibrated, and they receive it through telepathy. So again, telepathy is something that we heard about in our ancient wisdom, but this is what the scientists are now discovering, that, we are always broadcasting messages. We don't need to even say a single word, but it actually ripples through in this field of energy. So people get our message, and even before we say a single word, they know how we are feeling. And when we are angry, you don't have to even say a word, but you can feel the response from the other person, that they're also responding to you in a different way, not happily, but probably aggressively. So there is a lot of research. All these papers are available to public, where if anybody is interested, they can just go and read this research paper by Heart Math Institute, how our heart is broadcasting messages into this field, and how the person next to you is actually receiving this information even before you say a single word. And they have done, again, this is basically called coherence healing. If this is what is actually the truth, what if we can use this energy to heal our body, right? So there is something called coherence healing, when few people come together, and with a field of energy from the heart, we can actually heal a person who wants healing. So this is all very scientific, and this is actually proven by Heart Math Institute.